Across the Muslim world, millions still live without access to ethical financial service. But one solution is gaining momentum: Islamic microfinance. Islamic microfinance offers a principled alternative rooted in equity, trust and Sharia compliance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and welcome to Inside Finance. I'm Fakira Safinas. Today we explore about how Islamic microfinance through contract like mudarabah and musyarakah by empowering communities like fairness and faith. So we move on to the Aina on the project. So thank you Fakira. So now I'm in a parking lot where business car wash has been set up. So this business car wash had financial support from mudarabah contract. So let's meet Haziq, who is the owner of this business. So when he get the financial support, he was able to buy some equipment and also stuff to run this business. So what do you exactly do after you get the funds from mudarabah contract?
When I got the funding from the Islamic banks, we agreed to share the profit for 60-40 ratio. I handle the business and the bank provide the capital. So if we profit, we win. But if we lose, only the investor bears the loss, unless it's my fault.
Alright. So thank you Haziq for the explanation. So this is how the mudarabah contract works. So let's move to another.
Mudarabah is not just theory. In countries like Pakistan, Islamic microfinance has helped millions. Akbar, for example, has disbursed over 3 billion ringgit worth of interest-free loans. In Indonesia, cooperatives like BNT provide capital to rural entrepreneurs through Sharia-compliant systems, proving Islamic finance can scale with community trust.
In mudarabah, the financier is called Rabbumal and the entrepreneur is called Mudarib. So the profit sharing ratio or misbah must be agreed upon before the contract begins. If not, it will become void under Sharia due to uncertainty and also gharar.
This pre-agreement promotes clarity, accountability, and prevents riba interest. Unlike conventional loans, Islamic microfinance aligns with both moral values and economic fairness.
Profit sharing plays a big role in Islamic microfinance because it follows Islamic principles and helps people in a fair and practical way. Here's 5 reasons why it's so important. Number 1. It follows Islamic rules. In Islam, charging or paying interest riba is not allowed. So, instead of lending money with interest, Islamic microfinance uses profit-sharing models like mudarabah and musyarakah. This let people share profit and even losses based on an agreement, making it fair and halal. Number 2. It is fair for everyone. Why? This is because with profit sharing, the lender and the borrower both win if the business does well. But if it doesn't go as planned, they both share the risk. So this creates fairness and prevents one side, that usually the poorer one, from carrying all the burden. Number 3, it encourages smart business. Since profit depends on how well the business performs, entrepreneurs are more careful with how they manage the money. At the same time, investors are more involved and supportive because they want the business to succeed too. Number 4, it helps the poor. Many people can't get regular loans because they don't have assets or credit history. So, profit sharing lets them access funds, start small businesses, and improve their lives without the stress of interest piling up. Number 5 is builds trust and community. This kind of financing is based on trust, teamwork, and shared goals. It creates a sense of partnership and encourages people to help one another, which fit well with the spirit of Islamic values. In short, profit sharing in Islamic microfinance isn't just about money. It's about fairness, trust, and helping people grow in a way that respects Islamic teachings.
We don't earn from interest. Instead, we share the success of our client. That's why transparency and mutual trust is important. We use profit and loss sharing contract like musyarakah and mudarabah based on risk and effort from both sides.
While Islamic microfinance avoids interest, it still requires careful planning and monitoring. Contracts must be clear and both sides must agree on terms, or else the agreement could fall into uncertainty overall.
There are risks like moral hazard. That's why we implement tools like random audits, KPIs, and mobile apps to track performances. Furthermore, borrowers also must feel amanah, which is a sense of moral duty and not just a business responsibility.
So, Kazit, what do you do when the customer fails to pay your services?
I check the report at any time and makes me honest and motivates me to do better.
Sometimes borrowers lack understanding of Islamic finance principles. That's why education is vital. Many institutions now offer Sharia contract workshops to teach amanah, ethics, and accountability.
We have seen high non-performing loan rates in some government institutions is often due to poor contract understanding. So we now focus on education, transparency, and religious commitment.
We have noticed that some government-backed Islamic microfinance programs are struggling because many people aren't paying back their loans. This is what we call a high non-performing loan rate. And when too many people don't repay, it becomes hard for the program to keep running and help others. One major reason behind these unpaid loans is that the borrowers don't fully understand the financing contracts they agreed to. In Islamic microfinance, contracts like mudarabah or musyarakah have specific rules, responsibilities, and risk-sharing elements. If clients don't understand what they have signed up for, such as when profit sharing ends or what happens if the business fails, they may treat it like a free grant or ignore their obligations. That's why we have changed our approach. Now, we focus more on education, which means that teaching people how these contracts work and what they need to do. Next is transparency, which is making sure everything is explained clearly with no hidden terms. Last but not least is religious commitment, which means that reminding people that repaying what you owe and being honest in business is part of their Islamic duty. In short, when people understand the rules and see it as part of their faith, they are more likely to repay and take the program seriously.
Are not just legal documents, but they are spiritual agreements, which means that fulfilling them means you are fulfilling your responsibility to all saudara.
This moral element is unique to Islamic finance. It strengthens repayment behavior and builds a more responsible economy.
As we have seen, Islamic microfinance is not only about capital or just providing money. It is about the community, acting with conscience and commitment.
To scale Islamic microfinance, we must balance compassion with business. For example, interest-free loans like Qard Hasan helps the poorest, while mudarabah and musyarakah foster sustainable entrepreneurship.
وَأَوْفُوا بِالْعَهْدِ إِنَّ الْعَهْدَ كَانَ مَسْئُولًا.
As Islamic microfinance grows, so does its responsibility. It's not just about funding, it's about dignity, transparency, and honoring divine trust.
That's all from us today. From myself, Ardini, Aina, Izul, and Hazik. Thank you for watching Inside Finance. Assalamualaikum and have a nice day.